Hello, hello, hey, sweet people. Welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio.
Live from a studio.
Live from the basement of a co-working, which I guess you could call a studio, but I don't think it's particularly perfect for audio. But
it's a studio.
We're still in a pandemic, so we're working with what we have. Okay, Alexia. It's still June. We are still talking about love, about romance, about relationships, friendships, and we're still keeping it positive.
Yes, of course. The way that it should be.
Okay, so in the last episode, we talked about some positive expressions that are related to relationships. And today we're going to continue doing that, but kind of looking at the past. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the most difficult things for almost all of our students, really anyone learning English, is speaking in the past. And I think this is because a lot of people make it way, way too complicated.
Yes.
So would you like to get started with the first expression?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
First of all, how are you?
I'm good. My back hurts, but I'm good.
Okay.
So same as always. I'm an old man. How are you?
I'm fine. I had a terrible nightmare, but I'm fine.
Okay. I'm sorry. That's for another episode. Today we're keeping it positive. Okay, the first phrase today, Alexia. To go back. And normally we say like to go back in years. Do you understand this phrase?
Yeah, it's like, for example, you and John, you guys go back for years, right? Like you guys have known each other for years now.
Yeah. So in the case of me and John, who is my best friend from home, we go back literally to birth. I mean, from a very young age. But precisely that the most common way to say this is we go back. So we go back a long time. We go back for years. And what you're saying is like we've had a relationship for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're old friends. So can you think of an example, maybe with one of your friends?
Yeah, Mariana and I, we go back years.
Perfect. Maybe even a more natural way to say this is we go way back.
We go way back.
So, for example, if someone says, do you know Martina? And you could say, Martina and I go way back.
Yeah.
That means we have a lot of history together. We're good friends. We go way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's such a beautiful phrase.
Yeah. We go back. I don't know. It sounds a little bit weird for me.
Can I tell you why I think it's a beautiful phrase? So, as some of you probably know, I play music from time to time. I don't play music very well, but it's something I like to do. I like to play around and try to like write songs and stuff, and it's super personal. I don't show anyone. And last year, a friend from my childhood died from a drug overdose. And like the first day, I was just playing guitar, and the only thing I could think of was, we go back all these years. And it's like,
yeah,
God, we go back along. It's just like, oh, the good times. We go back.
This is beautiful.
Keeping it positive.
Exactly.
Okay, so any questions about going back?
No.
Okay, next phrase. This could be about the past or the future. Doesn't really matter. To settle down.
Are you settled down, Foster?
Am I settled down?
Yeah.
Depends on the context.
relationships context.
In the context of relationships?
Yes.
Still depends on the context.
Okay.
So this is technically a phrasal verb because we have the verb to settle and the preposition down, but you don't need to worry about that right now. But when I say to settle down, what do you understand, Alexia? Because there are a lot of different variations.
For me, it's when when you're talking about relationships, which is the focus of this episode, it's when you found the one and you're done looking for love or someone or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that can be one of the ways to interpret it. I think the most common way when people say like, oh, we're settling down, that's kind of more we're staying in one place. In the context of America, it's like we're buying a house, we're having kids, we're never going to leave this city again. We're finding a place to settle down.
Okay.
So the idea is kind of you're stopping, you're pausing. But it can also be just, we're settling down a little bit. So in that case, yes, I'm very settled down.
I'm very settled down.
But also, in a completely different context, you can just say, hey, settle down.
Yeah, like, se calma.
Yeah, calm down. It's the same thing. I think it's much more common to say calm down, but settle down also works.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay, just one quick pronunciation note. Settle down. Normally, I do not say settle. Settle.
Settle.
It's kind of that stop T, actually a flap T. Settle. Settle down. So imagine you're saying para, praia, piri, puru, settle.
Settle.
Settle down.
Settle down, young child.
And the last phrase, this is a phrase that I just absolutely love for one reason or another, to keep in touch.
Yeah, something that we Cariocas, we always say, but we never do. Like, let's keep it in touch. Let's keep in touch.
Let's keep in touch.
Let's keep in touch. And like 5 months later, we talk to that person again.
Yeah. We don't want to generalize entire populations, but
usually
I have heard a lot of my Carioca friends say like, passa por aqui, passa, a gente vai tomar shopping.
Essa semana, bora se falar, vamos sair amanhã à noite, tá fechado. Nevermore. Never, ever more. I do this a lot. I'm not the one to judge at all.
Can you give me an example of the phrase to keep in touch or to keep in touch with someone or somebody?
I don't know. I just met Mariana and I really like her from our class, and I think that we'll keep in touch. Like we'll continue.
Perfect.
Talking to each other and etc.
Perfect. Yeah, I think the most common situation where you want to use this phrase, it's like, oh, hey, I really like that person. Let's keep in touch. So if you're saying it just almost like a command, just say, let's keep in touch, or I hope we keep in touch.
Yeah.
But you can also say, I need to keep in touch with my friend. Something like that.
Can I say like, do you mind if we keep in touch? Like when you're asking someone for his or her number, like...
Yeah, sure. Yeah. To keep in touch is just a cooler way to say to maintain contact.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. Well, we will keep in touch with you guys tomorrow. Alexia, as always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well. Bye.